Jordan wanted to lay hands on Gary to protect his sister, but now it seems like he gotta play the long game. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this video, we're going to talk about if Jordan is going to help take down Gary in season 7. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations, because we have new videos dropping every single day talking about everything there is to discuss when it comes to character development, storylines, plot, and more. You're going to want to have this conversation because you're a sister super fan, right? Right. And feel free at any given point in time to drop down in the comment section and share your thoughts on the topic or the question that I asked at the top of this video. Without further ado, now let's talk about little Mr. Jordan. I first want to start off with talking about Jordan and Gary's relationship before finding out about Andi. It is not clear if they met before he met Penelope, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that he met through Penelope. Penelope and Gary have been in a relationship for 3 years. They are engaged as of 3 months ago, and she's about somewhere between 6 and 7 months pregnant with her first child, Gary's third, maybe, because this man lives a double damn life. Now, one of the things that was noted about the Jordan character was that Gary was going to be investing in his political ambitions and his political campaign. This is what makes me think that Gary actually met Jordan through Penelope, because he's currently, or in season 7, we're going to see a storyline where we get to see a news reporter, or we hear a voiceover from a news reporter that is speaking on the news about the city council candidate Jordan Banks, who is Jordan, who thinks he's a shoo-in, but we're going to get an update, right? So Jordan is apparently currently running for a seat. He wouldn't have been running 3 years ago for a seat that he would arrive in now. I think that maybe he met Jordan maybe within the last year and a half when Penelope and Gary got more serious, but we also don't know how quickly or slowly they have progressed within their relationship. Since meeting, though, we have seen Gary, or at least we hear, because we don't know, we've only seen Gary actually with Hayden in the series, but when we got to see Gary at Jordan's house when the guys are doing the whole little cookout moment, and they're like, oh, do you know Gary? It seems like they're all very buddy-buddy. When it comes out that Gary has been cheating on Penelope, the homies are pissed that he would actually betray Jordan's sister in this way. Tony goes out his way to say that that's some little boy and we are men. We let you into our circle. So I feel like it has been at least a year of them getting to know each other, of them interacting. I'm not going to say it needs to be a whole lot of time for Gary to throw some money at the situation in reference to investing into his campaign, because clearly Gary running around here giving everybody the same damn ring, buying everybody apartments and penthouses, buying everything from a Prius to a damn Rolls Royce. So clearly Gary got plenty of money. He ain't afraid to spread it. But I think that is kind of the gist of what the relationship looked like. Because Gary spent so much time with Hayden, I'm not sure of how connected he was with Jordan and the guys, but they knew each other well enough of like, oh, you're the guy who's taking my sister's hand in marriage, you are the father of her children, you are basically family now, and we're going to move as such. And this is all before Andi pops up and the whole dinner moment, and then they find out who Gary actually is. Now after, I could totally see Jordan having a grudge and really feeling away in the moment where all of this was coming out and Gary is professing his love and trying to apologize to Penelope. We actually get to see Jordan attempt to actually physically fight Gary because he is so angry, he is so disappointed, he's so frustrated in the way that this man is hurting his sister. So it's clear that they don't have an actual relationship moving forward. Jordan even goes further towards the end of season 6 of wanting to still pursue Andi and date Andi, taking her out to lunch. So that to me is him also drawing a line in the sand, knowing the relationship that they had, knowing that Andi had deep feelings for this man, but still wanted to pursue something and build something with her. All but tells me that he has already cut all types of communication and ties. Now, I think what gets a little bit weird or interesting, or maybe even just complicated as we move into season 7, is that it's not necessarily clear that Penelope has left the relationship. And you know, it gets a little bit weird when your friend or your family member is with somebody that you feel like they should not be with, and you don't approve of, but you gotta play nice because this is what they're choosing. Now, I don't necessarily know if Penelope is sticking around because she's just so in love with Gary, she can't seem to let him go. She sometimes gives that, but then for the most part really doesn't. Like, I feel like that's Andi's MO, if anybody. I really believe that both Jordan and Penelope are hanging around because they're trying to get their lick back. They want to make sure that Penelope and the baby are set up well so that once she disassociates from Gary completely, they will be financially taken care of. It seems like, I don't think that they actually said this, but it seems like she's not working. It seems like Gary has taken on the financial burden of like supporting her, especially as she's been pregnant and going into motherhood. So it would make sense of her wanting to be a little bit more strategic before walking away from the person who she's financially dependent upon. With Jordan having money tied up, like Gary's money tied up in his campaign, it will be understandable that he can't completely disassociate as well because Gary has recently given him money towards this campaign. But again, in coming up with a strategy and a plan, that don't mean that you can't get your lick back. That don't mean that you can't get some revenge. That don't mean you can't plot on your number one op. And I think that that's what's actually going down. I also believe that Jordan genuinely wants to continue to pursue a relationship with Andi. So not only is he going to want to get his lick back or put Gary in his place for his sister, on behalf of his sister, and out of respect for his sister, but also out of respect for the new potential love in his life, Andrea Barnes. He's going to, over the course of however many days and weeks, really get a full scope and understanding of all that Gary has put Andi through. I'm sure that Penelope has already debriefed him after she left Andi's office and that whole debacle with that confrontation. So he has a full scope of like what it is and what it ain't. And as a man, I'm pretty sure that he knows how to get back at a man way different than any woman could. Another nod to what I believe is the storyline of Jordan helping to take down Gary is a new character that we're going to see pop up in season 7. So I have all of the new characters. There's over 20 of them that are coming into season 7, and one of them's name is Claire. She is a former intern at Gary's company. Weary and tentative, she chats with Jordan, and Jordan lies about who he is, what his name is, and basically he's making an effort to get some type of information on Gary. So one of the big points or storylines for Gary in season 7 is that he's going to be investigated by the FBI. I have no idea how that gets started, but I wouldn't be surprised if Penelope, Andi, Fatima, or Jordan, or all of them, are involved with getting the FBI to pay a little bit more attention to Gary. And for me, him having a moment in the scene with Gary's former intern to get information after we got to see in the trailer Penelope looking for information in Gary's office, is like, there's definitely a plan at work. They are working to take this boy down. And again, by way of his sister as well as his new love Andi, Jordan has plenty of reasons to buy into this and to want to do it. But now it's your turn. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Jordan is going to help to take Gary down, put him in his place, or get him arrested? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. How are you feeling about the new guys? Do you like Jordan? Do you like Rich? Do you like Tony? Tell me that and more in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. I got a new video coming very shortly, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And YouTube says that this is the perfect video for you to watch next because you ain't gonna want to miss it, and they know you. So go on and click it.